Hello to you. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Ramisha Shade. It's time for your tropical forecast and update on what's happening out there. The good news is that overall it is pretty quiet and we only have about 9 days left in the 2022 hurricane season. So that is great news. We didn't have to deal with any major tropical systems impacting us here in Southeast Texas, making landfall. So we've been fortunate this season. Hopefully that carries over into 2023. But of course, we will be here to track it for you daily for the remainder of this season and of course next season as well. As far as our tropical climatology, we are to the point where we see a very low shot for any tropical cyclones developing out there and an even lower chance that they would come anywhere near us. Of course, the peak of hurricane season was all the way back around September 10th. And of course, we did have 2 major hurricanes out there for this season. We had Fiona and Ian, and we did have about 14 named storms for the season. 8 of those became hurricanes, and of course those 2 major hurricanes, but we are past that now and we are on the decline. So hopefully we won't have to worry about any more named storms for the next 9 days, and then we can say goodbye to this hurricane season. But overall, it's been a fairly average season with the 14 named storms, close to the average of 7 hurricanes, and we didn't get the 3 major hurricanes, but we did get to 2, and of course they did quite a bit of damage, unfortunately. So an average season would be from about 1991 to 2020, and it looks like our season has been right around that norm calculated from those years. Our Gulf of Mexico satellite looking pretty quiet out there, just some clouds, a few showers, nothing that we are concerned about forming into any sort of tropical cyclone. Caribbean, the same story, a few showers over towards Central America and northern portions of South America, but looking pretty quiet. We're not anticipating any development. In fact, as I expand the view, check out the Atlantic Basin. National Hurricane Center calling for quiet weather. No tropical cyclones anticipated over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So that is good news, especially since we only have 9 days left in this hurricane season. Sea surface temps out there are starting to warm up a little bit again across the Gulf. We did have some sea surface temps in the 50s and 60s, but that water rather starting to get a little bit warmer, and it has been balmy down around the Caribbean into the 80s. So if we were to get something to try to develop in the Caribbean, likely it would have a chance to form with that fuel of that warm water still in place. But the chances overall for this next week and a half or so on the low side. But if we did get a system, the next name on the list would be Owen, but I think that is probably not going to happen. But of course, we will continue to watch it as we get through this final stretch, last 9 days of this year's hurricane season. So it's a wrap. Nothing going on out there in the tropics. That's good news, but we'll continue to watch it for you. You can also keep track of all of the tropical weather happenings and our local weather forecast by going to the App Store, search for Fox 26, and download the Fox 26 weather app. You can have all of the weather tools in the palm of your hand. Also, don't forget to grab the Fox 26 News app as well. Lots of breaking news going on all the time. Very interesting stories on there, so both of those apps, great to have. Of course, you can always stop by my social media pages and say hello to me. Twitter at Ramisha Shade TV, Facebook at Ramisha Shade Weather, and Instagram at Ramisha Shade. Have a great evening, stay safe, and enjoy your holiday week.